Hiya, I'm Ted. This TF47 video is brought to you by Zany trains. Zany trains are fun, detailed, and well, zany. They also work with most brands of wooden railways, like Brio, Big Jigs, and Thomas Wooden Railway. If you would like to start your collection of Zany trains, you can order them by using the link in the description below. I gotta be going. That nuclear waste isn't gonna pick itself up.
Hi guys, Thomas the TF47 here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Zany Trains Wooden Railroad Crossing 3-piece set. Here we can see with the packaging it shows the features of the crossing on the back. You can see you can even rotate the gates there to cover the track or the road, which I think is pretty cool. Here's a look at the back, here's a look at the other side. Here's a look at the top and the bottom. Alright, once we open it up, we can see there's a checklist inside, and there you'll see that picture's actually from my studio set, very cool. And here's all the different Zany Trains items that you can collect, and I actually have all of those featured here on my channel. And then here's a look at everything out of the box, very neat. Alright, and to assemble, we're just going to line up the peg there on the crossing base, and then line those up, and then push down. Once you do that, they are ready to roll. Alright, you can see here how they go up and down there. Alright, now let's take a look at the crossing itself, and we can see that there's a lot of great details here. You have this great printing here for the roadway and grass, little stop signs that are painted there with the stripes. Very nice, and all of this is made out of wood, which is really cool. You don't see that often these days. Here's a look at the front of the crossing there. Here's a look at the other side. Very nice. And then, again, you can see those great road details there with the road markings, the paint stripes. Very neat. Here's a look at the other side. And then if we look here at the top, you can see even more of the detail here with that road there, that nice printing there, the printing there for the track with the track ties and the gravel detail, and even little grass bits there. It just looks absolutely amazing. And then there is a look at the bottom. Alright, and then also included is this adorable little cow here. I think it is absolutely the cutest. We can see there it's eating some grass, very nice. Just lots of great details there. I think that's really cool. And again, this piece is made out of wood as well. Very nice. And then here's a look at the top and the bottom. And then last thing included here is this nice cow crossing sign, which I think is pretty cool. Always great to have more signs to add to the Zany Train collection. Alright, but let's see this crossing in action. So we'll see here, we'll go ahead and line up the gates so that way they're down. And then we can pull up our vehicle here to stop at the crossing. And then here comes Toxic Ted with the delivery. Alright, so all in all, what do I think of this item? Well, back when I was a kid, I always loved railroad crossings. It was one of my favorite parts of the railways and trains, and I guess it's because, you know, it's where cars and trains meet, and those were two of my favorite things. So it was really cool, and so, like, level crossings, railroad crossings, like, I love them all. And when I saw that Zany Trains had made this, it's just such a cool part of railways, and the fact that he's made one is very, very cool. I love the detail on it. The printing on it is absolutely amazing, and it's a lot like the other Zany Trains items where yes, it's Zany, you know, it's the Zany line of trains, but this is a very realistic item that works with both the Zany trains and just regular wooden railway items. Like, this would be perfect for any wooden railway collection, whether it's a realistic one or a Zany one. And I love that they have these pieces that meet in the middle like that, that bring those two worlds together, right? It's very, very cool, and just a great, great job. The detail on it is absolutely amazing. I love the details on it. The printing on it's wonderful. The functions of it's very nice. I love the extra pieces included. It's not just a level crossing, right? You know, you got a little cow that you can take and have go over the crossing. You can add it with your other vehicles and have them drive over the crossing. Like, it's just, it's a very cool piece. And honestly, they sent me 3 of these pieces to review, and this is my favorite one. I love the stacking city, and I love the sound machine. That's actually the sounds that you heard in the video was from the sound machine, but this is my favorite piece just because it's absolutely the coolest, and it brings back the kid, the younger engineer in me. When I was younger, like, it just brings back such good memories of those days. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.